Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. I used to spend the night in hotel parking lots. What was I gonna do? I ain't had nowhere to stay, so I lived in the car. I had $35. And I said, come on, God, man, I've been trying to make this dream come true. You done left me out here like this. And I was crying so hard that he just said, I didn't like hear a voice or nothing, but he spoke to me in Harvey. He said, if you get up, I'm gonna take you places you ain't never been.
There would be times in your life when you have nothing and feel like nothing will go your way. But all you have to do is get up and achieve all the great things you've been hoping, and things will turn your way. Life would take you from the street and make you a millionaire. But the only condition is that you don't quit. Just keep hustling. You'll be surprised to see how things start changing and how you'll get what you want. The things that are meant for you will come running back, especially when you expect them the least. All you have to do is just go with the flow and believe that things will turn your way, and you'll turn your destiny around. The thing with giving up is that it guarantees you that what you want is never going to happen. But if you keep trying, even if you get nothing, you get this hope that things might turn your way, which is enough to keep you hustling. You need to be true to your job and do it with such compassion that no one could ever replace you. This is how you leave a legacy behind. And when you're really good at something, everyone starts taking notes, and you soon become the center of attention. But all this won't come to you that easily. You need to be dedicated to yourself and never give up, because the only thing standing between you and your failure is your decision to give up.
Now I was finna quit. So I said, skip it. I'm gonna quit anyway. So I got in my car, I went to a payphone, and I was gonna call my dad. You remember back in the day where you could punch in a code and call your answering machine and get your messages? So I called and I punched in the code, and it said, doop. He said, hey Steve, this is Chuck Sutton with Showtime at the Apollo. We saw a tape of you. You're very funny. If you could get here Sunday night, we'd love to put you on television. Call me back. Let me know if you can make it. So I hung the phone up. I'm crushed, because my whole dream of being on TV, and I couldn't get to New York. I got $35. How am I gonna get to New York? I can't make it. So I'm standing there at the phone booth, and tears just coming down my face. I said, God, so that must be a sign for me to go home. And so I said, man, let me call this dude back and see if he said this Sunday. Because maybe he said next Sunday, and I could hustle up a little bit of money or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but let me just call him back. So I called him back. Steve, this is Chuck Sutton, Showtime at the Apollo. We saw a tape of yours. You're very, very funny. Look, we have an opening Sunday night at Showtime at the Apollo. If you can make it, we'd love to put you on TV. I said, it's this Sunday. Before I hit the button, I heard, you have another message. Now, it wasn't there before, so I punched my code in. I listened to the second message. It said, Steve Harvey, this is Tom Silver from the Comedy Caravan. This was a Thursday. He said, I have a gig in Jacksonville, Florida on Friday night that pays $150. If you can get there Friday night, you'll make $150. So I called him back and I said, hey, Tom, did you get a gig away? He said, no, it's still available. He said, can you get there? I said, I'm in Pensacola, Florida. I'm 3.5 hours away. So I drive to Jacksonville, Florida, and that night I made the 150. Club owner said, man, you funnier than the guy we hired. If you stay tomorrow night, I'm gonna give you another $150. So now I got $300 now. That was my first television appearance. A couple weeks later, Sinbad was the host of the show. He got this job on Different World, and so he quit. And so Mark Curry became the host. And then Mark Curry got hanging with Mr. Cooper, and he quit. And they came to me and said, would you come back to New York and host amateur night for us to just try you out? Oh, ain't no problem. So I went to New York, I hosted amateur night, and I was killing. But every time we went to commercial break, I was supposed to let the warm-up act take over like Ruben does. But I knew not to let the warm-up act do that because he would change the attitude of the crowd, because the Apollo was a wild place. So I stayed out there. I did the warm-up and the hosting, and I created a bond with that audience. And that's how I got on TV. It was my very first TV show. I hosted Showtime at the Apollo. I ended up being the longest running host in the history of Showtime Apollo. I did that show for 8 years. Nobody ever did it for 8 years. And that was my turn back moment. See, in your life, everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen.
So make sure to tell us in the comment section about your journey to success. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.